All right.
So, hi everyone. I'm Dan Lofaro and
Shandor.
So here we're going to show you our shop. So in our shop we do both additive and subtractive manufacturing. Additive is like 3D printers, and subtractive is things like milling, including manual milling, CNC, etc. It is a place that you can get hurt, so we're very safety conscious. We always have to wear safety glasses. We have things like our eye wash station here in case you get anything in your eyes. First aid station. We're a little bit of a mess right now because we're always doing something. In this case, we have this wonderful machine here, which is a
surface grinder.
Yes, it's a surface grinder we are making into, well, actually a functional state. Because this is for some work for one of the first PhD students in mechanical engineering that's studying different metal 3D printed alloys, which is really exciting. We have a welding station over here, so we can do MIG, TIG, and stick welding. That's our argon gas, which is our shielding gas.
All three.
So there are welders over there. We have our little tool station over here. So this is where all of our little tools and stuff go. Right now, again, it has some stuff on it because for the surface grinder. We have the most dangerous tool in the shop. So this is a lathe, manual lathe, and this will kill you. That'll suck you right in. Now, because of that, I like to teach my students on, I want to teach them that, but I want it to be a little bit safer. So we're outfitting ourselves with some smaller equipment, like this mini lathe. So this way, the students stay relatively safer when they're learning. All right, so we also have the normal drill press. We have our wonderful Bridgeport. This is a manual mill. So we can go, up, down, and on the X and Y axis as well. This is referred to as a CN machine, a computer numerical machine, because we have a digital readout up there, but it is manually controlled. Now, all digitally controlled, we have our CNC machine. So this one right here, it not only reads your position, but it also automatically moves those positions based on what's called a tool path that we give it. We have grinders over here. We have a larger format CNC over here. Doesn't have as much in the Z, but a lot wider in the X and Y. We have our, we call it a cancer cabinet, basically where we keep all of our flammables and chemicals. We have our 3D printers in here and our CAD station. So this is a little area where we can work and design stuff. But again, this is mainly a lab where we put stuff together. Let's see.
1.5 arbor press.
We have our arbor press. Let's see, we have some liquids for our 3D printers. And we have our bandsaw. And of course, we have a little bit of a soldering station over here. So thank you for looking at our lab over here. And we'll show you more later on. Thank you.
Maybe some hands-on stuff next time.
Bye. Hi everyone, I'm Dan Lofaro again, and I'm now going to show you our test facility that we have at our Science and Tech campus in Manassas. So this facility here is part of Lofaro Labs, and we're currently under construction, so we're still in the middle of making it. It's been about 6 months at this point. So here we have some of our server system and networking. So this is for like our cloud robotics or machine learning and stuff like that. We have our student workspace over here and over here, but most importantly, we have this large area over here where we can have ground vehicles, aerial vehicles, and many other such vehicles work together in a space that is robot friendly. We have a movable gantry system that can follow around humanoid robots. We're installing a bunch of smart lights all around the room so we can adjust the color of the room on the fly. But in addition to doing all this awesome robotic stuff, we're also doing things such as working on our Baja team. So this vehicle right over here we've made in my shop. We're moving part of our machine shop over here. Here's some of our smaller machines. And yes, we do have a piano over here. It's part of one of our larger music-related project called Instruments in the Attic. This is in collaboration with the School of Music and the Mason Music Society. So yes, again, here is our Science and Tech Campus lab. We have a bunch of space to fly in and to run ground vehicles in. So thank you very much. And hi everyone again. Again, I'm Dan Lofaro. So what I also do is I work at the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory. Specifically, I work a lot in the Laboratory for Autonomous Systems Research, or LASR. Now, obviously, I can't bring cameras in there to show you, but I can show you the cool facilities we have on our outward-facing portal. If you want to see it, the portal yourself, just go to nrl.navy.mil/LASR, LASR. So we have some really cool facilities. The whole purpose of this facility is to allow us to test autonomous systems in real-world environments, but still in a laboratory setting. And you'll get to see what I mean by that in a moment. So for one, here's the outside of our building. So it was made in about 2012. And it consists of a few different high bays and labs, including prototyping high bay, tropical high bay, desert, littoral, highland, as well as a few laboratories, including for power engineering, sensors, etc. First, let's talk about the prototyping high bay. This is where I work in a lot. So this right here is a 150-foot by 75-foot by 30-foot hangar that we're able to fly our unmanned systems in a nice controlled environment. It is 114 motion capture cameras by Vicom that we can track up to 50 objects at 120 hertz. At the time of its creation, it was the largest permanent motion capture system in the world. Yes, there are ones that are larger that are set up for movies, but this was the largest permanent one at the time. So again, we do a lot of our multi-agent and swarming research in here because we have this nice large space that we're able to do our test flights in. If we want to go somewhere that's more outside but still controlled, we have a tropical high bay. So this tropical high bay is 40 foot by 60 foot by 46 foot, and it simulates the rainforest of Southeast Asia. So now this includes the proper plant life as well as the bug life and the other things that's needed for proper homeostasis for that sort of rainforest. We keep it at approximately 80 degrees Fahrenheit with about 80% humidity. We have two levels to this. We have a ground level with a stream and a little waterfall, as well as a catwalk that's about 15 foot high. So here we're able to deploy our sensing systems, our ground robots, and other types of systems to test them in a more real-world environment, but yet is still in our laboratory. We have a desert high bay. So this desert high bay is about 44 foot by 30 foot by 28 foot. And this allows us to do some really neat stuff in a desert terrain. So we can deploy the robots to have them do testing for looking for IEDs or other things buried in the sand. We can have it have the robots climb the rock wall, as well as a multitude of other items, other things that we can test in this type of environment. Again, this is all inside, but a simulated outdoor environment. Really neat, we have a littoral high bay. So littoral high bay here is a pool that's 25 foot by 45 foot by 5.5 foot deep. And we have a 16 channel wave generator that we can generate up to sea state 3. Now, mind you, it's the low end of sea state 3. But it's still really awesome that we can do simulated tests, out, which would normally be in blue water, indoors. Now we have underwater motion capture system and a above water motion capture system that we can deploy here as well. The whole high bay is 54 foot by 76 foot by 28 foot. We also have a portable tank that we use for some really neat long-term research for energy harvesting. Now, finally, for the we also do have an outdoor space where we can run our ground vehicles and fly some of our drones. And we are looking to install some really neat systems out there shortly, which when they get officially announced, I'll be able to talk to you about them. Now, in this facility, we do have some cool stuff. We do have some machining capabilities, including subtractive machining with some lathes, some manual manual mills. We also have 3D printing capabilities, which we utilize a lot. We have a lot of collaborative space, such as the Human Systems Interaction Lab. This is where the humans typically sit when we do the tests in the high bay, in the prototyping high bay. We also have a sensor lab, which I utilize a lot, that has things including anechoic chambers, temperature chambers, and stuff like that. So all in all, we're able to test things in real-world environments, but inside of our laboratory here. We do have programs to work with different universities and research groups in the U.S., as well as international groups. So if you have any questions, please do contact me. If it's university related, please email me at Dan, D-A-N, at Dan, D-A-N, Lofaro, Lofaro.com. Or if it's Navy related, please contact me at Daniel, D-A-N-I-E-L, .Lofaro, L-O-F-A-R-O, at nrl.navy.mil. All right, thank you very much for your time, and I hope you guys have a very good day.